Okay, shalom family. So as you guys know, you guys see all these wildfires going on. I'm gonna drop some scriptures on you to show you that this is a plague in the Bible. All right. First, I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna read you some scriptures. All right. Let's go.
Overnight, the sprawl of more than 500 California wildfires surged in a relentless march of flames. Hardest hit, the north, where the state's largest fires are churning through wine country, incinerating homes, reducing whole neighborhoods to piles of rubble and ash.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Krista Petrillo-Hafner lost most of her livestock, including her horses and goats, as the flames swept through her parents' ranch.
The devastation is just, it's amazing. If I stop to think about it too long, it overwhelms me. Today was a very hard day.
So far, the fires have scorched more than 770,000 acres, destroying more than 500 structures, forcing the evacuations of thousands. At least 5 people have died.
It's just been fire after fire. I mean, it's crazy.
Meanwhile, firefighters battling back on the front lines are stretched to their breaking point.
I've never seen something like this in 34 years fighting fire.
The governor saying nearly all of the state's firefighting resources have been exhausted, forcing officials to call in help from 10 states and 2 countries.
We have over 12,000 firefighters now actively working to suppress these larger complex fires.
It's been a real roller coaster.
Somehow, Sonoma Valley ranch owner Ed Newell says crews were able to save his entire property after the fire torched nearly everything in the area.
Do you think it would be standing when you got back?
No, we had seen some video on Wallace Creek, and we assumed we were coming back and seeing it lost.
A small silver lining peeking through all the smoke, but residents here know a painful reality that fire season is just getting started.
And the state's record heat wave also expected to continue after Death Valley recorded the hottest temperature on Earth earlier this week, 130 degrees, and unfortunately, all this heat, just more fuel to the fire. Krista.
All right, 130 degrees. All right, now you've seen everything getting burnt up, right? Now I'm going to read you some scriptures real quick. We're going to go into a book called The Apocalypse of Abraham. All right. Now, if no one doesn't have this book, I went too far. If you guys don't have this book, I have the PDF, so if you give me your email, I can email it to you. You can buy the set. The set of this book, it's about 40 bucks for 2 books, and they're pretty extensive books. All right, so we're going to get into Apocalypse of Abraham. All right, and we're going to get chapter 30 right here. Okay, and this has to do with those fires with the video I just showed you. All right, so let's start here. And while he was still speaking, I found myself on earth, and I said, Eternal Mighty One, I am no longer in the glory in which I was above, and all that my soul desired to understand in my heart, I do not understand. And he said to me, I will explain to you the things you desired in your heart, for you have sought to know the 10 plagues which I have prepared against the heathen. And I prepared them beforehand in the passing of 12 hours on earth. Hear what I tell you, it is thus. The first, sorrow from much need. The second, fiery conflagrations of the cities. That means cities are going to be getting burnt up left and right from city to city. The third, destruction by pestilence. You know what pestilence is, right? Among the cattle. That means disease and viruses. That means the cattle are going to be dying from this. These things happened already. Last year there was the same thing. There was conflagrations of the cities last year and the year before last. It happens every year, but this time it's happening at a record rate. Okay. Last year or 2 years ago, all the cattle, they died from pestilence. If you guys remember that, all right. The fourth, famine of the world. This is what's about to happen next, people. This is happening next. The famine of the world. That's why they're setting it up. They're setting up the famine, the food shortage. It's already set up. But some people are not gonna hearken, so it's not gonna be good for you. The fourth, famine of the world of their generation. The fifth, among the rulers, destruction by earthquake and by sword. The sixth, increase of hail and snow. That's been happening already. I believe it snowed in Egypt and in Jerusalem, and hailed, which never did that over there. The seventh, wild beasts will be their grave. This one here is a cold one because if you look, you start seeing wild beasts are now killing the people who have been hunting them. The eighth, pestilence and hunger will change their destruction. This is about to happen next. Everything has happened already except for this famine of the world, and pestilence and hunger will exchange their destruction. Well, that's happened, but not in the whole world. The ninth, execution by the sword and flight in distress. The 10th, thunder, voices, and destroying earthquakes. This has happened already. If you look in China, you'll see that, or in America, there are screaming voices being heard out of the sky. I should do a video on that. There's screaming voices being heard in the sky. All right. Now this shows you that the Most High and His Son are just around the corner. You see all these plagues, and you see who they're set for. They're set for the heathens. All right. And then I will sound the trumpet out of the air, and I will send my chosen one, having in him one measure of all my power, and he will summon my people who were humiliated by the heathens. Who was humiliated by the heathens? You know that answer. And I will burn with fire those who mocked them and ruled over them in age, and I will deliver those who have covered me with mockery over to the scorn. So you see, these fire plagues, the Most High set this up. This is God doing this because of you heathens, because of what you heathens have done. All right. Now, I did another video on what you guys have done. This is just a quick video on these fires. All right. Shalom, 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 shalom.